Okay, folks. Here's what I'm gonna do. I I'm gonna go down into the town, and this is kind of a trademark of some of the old CR games. That there's always some sort of maze. You have to be very careful. The keyboard speed and the speed and everything. You can't just fly through it, or you always fall down. And so, let me show you this fun little trip from some of the old CR games, obviously King's Quest 3 in this case, of just playing, going down the maze, and we'll do that, and we'll get to see a little bit of what the land of Llewdor looks like, and you can see just how fun this is, and see if I can successfully do it. Now this is always the hardest part because it was this very narrow ledge, and you kind of have to hug the wall. So I think one of them, I don't remember if it was Black Cauldron or something, where you actually, if you try to push yourself against the wall, there's actually a gap that you can't really see, so you can actually fall. So alright, did okay on that part. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to save the game. I couldn't quite see. Okay, so I'm just going to keep saving over that, and hopefully we don't fall, and I'll try to see if we can make it. I think you have to go all the way back here, yeah, so you can hug that, and then you have to be careful. And the hardest part is when you're behind the rock, because you can't actually see. That's a real nasty thing Sierra did. And I think you can come all the way forward and slowly make your way. Alright. Now let me just save that again, just in case. That was actually the hardest part, so I guess I've just either done this enough, or it's just harder for a kid to do it. Though I recall my dad falling a few times when he played, so probably just still have the reflexes after all these years of not playing it. So, alright, well, that's good. Made it without dying thus far. I guess you can actually fall right here still and die. But I think we should be generally okay for the time being. Okay, so like I said, I think we have till about 30. So unfortunately, we have to do that coming back up. Depending on where we are, what we're looking at, I'll probably spare you and just meet you up at the top, so that I don't have to waste your time. Okay, now we can make things faster. 5, and we can save mountain. Oh no! I hope I didn't just save walking into the pit. I've done that more times than I care to. Oops. If not, I will meet you down here again. Let's see if we can. Nope, I saved while I was dying. Alright, well, that was stupid. I'll see you at the top. I'll see you back here in a moment. Well, that was embarrassing. I make a big deal about making it all the way down the top of the mountain and without falling off, and then at ground level, I saved the game while walking into a pit. So that's pretty lame. Anyway, let's take a look at the land of Llewdor. And I think this is going to be a little more of a tour. Sorry if these first few videos are like that. It's a somewhat different game, but hopefully it won't be too bad for you, and we'll get to see what the place looks like, especially if you have not played the game before, or in quite a while. The soft, loamy soil of the forest here gives way to the sands of the great desert, stretching off to the west. Alright. One of the things is this game won't actually give you it'll kind of give you a general idea, then you have to think of something else to look at, and then you have to kind of narrow things down. So if I just say look, and there's like say a tree or something that's of importance, it might say there's a tree of some importance, but it won't actually give you any details about the tree, and then you have to actually look at the tree. Alright, so that tree is obviously not very important. Yeah, so same deal. Anyway, for some reason there's a desert right next to the forest, and the desert's actually one of those. Oh, take acorn. Oh, nice spelling. The desert's actually one of those. Sorry about that. It's one of the things I did not like about the text parser. You pick and poke among the fallen acorns, looking for dried ones. You eventually find 3 dried acorns and take them with you. Anyway, so we need those acorns, but the desert is pretty much a place where you actually have it goes out infinitely, as is the case in many Sierra games. Also, the screens loop again if you go too far to the left, or excuse me, up or down. I guess if you go left or right, you end up in the sea, as we'll see. or the desert, and like I said, it's pretty much an infinite desert and an infinite ocean. And I think games like Quest for Glory 2, Quest for Glory 2 and Quest for Glory, oh, there's an eagle. We need something from him. And, excuse me, that's what we need. King's Quest V have infinite deserts. I think a bunch of games have infinite seas. Even Quest for Glory 5, a really late Sierra game, has one, I believe. I don't think you can get anywhere too far. Take Feather. You'll actually... So, essentially, when you're in the ocean, if you swim too long, you'll just run out of strength and drown. If you go out too far in the desert, you run out of water and die. So, you have to be careful. And look, tree. Those holes in trees are just okay. Well, not this one, but the holes in trees in CR games are almost always places where something's hidden, and so it's very much par for the course in terms of a King's Quest game. That there's an ocean, there's like sort of a mainland, and then there's some sort of I guess some sort of civilization to some degree. And like I said, I think some of the older Sierra games didn't do quite as good of a job. Even King's Quest IV, really. I don't know if it's supposed to be some Dominion or something, kind of like this is supposed to be for Mannanan, but the villain there, I don't know if she rules over everything, but there's really not much there. There's a haunted house and some dwarves and some other weird creatures. It's not really much of a place at all. At least this one sort of has the semblance of a town. And yeah, so there's a store and a tavern. And off in the distance you can sort of see some other houses, which I don't think you're going to get to. But at least I guess it sort of creates the notion that Mannanan actually does control some sort of kingdom. But I mean, I don't know how great it is to rule over 5 houses or 3 houses in a store. Alright, and we can't just walk in. You have to say open door. And this is the general store. And I turned the sound up a little. Maybe you heard that there's a little tune as you enter in. Good day to you, young man, greets the storekeeper. What can I do for you? Buy goods. I don't have any money. Where do you get money? I forget about that, actually. Pet dog. As you pet him, Kenny licks your hand and thumps his tail in appreciation. A small wad of dog fur collects in your hand, and you tuck it into your pocket for later use. So you do need that. I guess you do need, say bye? No, you can't do that. Alright, so, you do need some things later on. I forget how you get money, but we'll figure that out. And let's actually, I think the tavern's a rough place, so, how about we save the game as, there's no save 3, but we know that's the mountain. And open the door. And there's a little song that I remember from being a kid. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if you could hear it on the speaker. Anyway, this seems to be a barmaid. Talk woman. She tosses her head and replies, "What'll be for ye, sir? A good pull o' ale, or do you rather a dram o' rum? My, aren't you the handsome one?" At some point, there's some other hoodlums here. I don't think you really can get anything at this point. So it doesn't make much of a difference. And at some point, actually, the game clock will bring in a ship at some point. The game clock obviously won't bring in the ship, but it will indicate that a ship is here at some point in the game. So you can't spend too long, but as I mentioned, you actually run out of food at some point, and within that time, I think this game says about 3.5 hours you can make it before you're in trouble. So we're running up a little bit close on the end of the video, so how about we just make sure we take a look at some other scenes in the land of Llewdor, and then we will continue on next time. Okay, it's the 3 bears. There are 3 fully clothed bears coming. You hear Mama Bear say, "Thank you, dear. That was a lovely walk." Alright, so you do not want to go into the 3 bears' house. You also don't want to be caught by the 3 bears, I don't think. Or they get kind of upset at you. But you do need some stuff in their house. Pardon me. Uh-oh. You must have annoyed Mama Bear by trampling her precious flowers. So she pretty much kills you. Oh no, she just knocks you out. Okay, so that's kind of funny. Anyway, I guess that's a good place to end it, and this is probably all there is to Llewdor. Like I said, not the most impressive kingdom, or wizarddom, whatever it is, for Mannanan, but that is a Quest for Gloria, or King's Quest game. In any event, my name is Scott. I am playing King's Quest 3, and this is video 4. We'll see you in video 5. Until then, take care.